study about the midbrain and the hindbrain. So let's start. Midbrain is the smaller part of the brain. It having the fibrous tract which connect the hindbrain and the forebrain. Clear? Next, it have the foreswollen region which control the movement of the head and the neck. Next, it is the it controls the sight reflexes and the auditory reflexes. What do you understand by the sight reflexes? Means it controls the function of the eye. It means it controls the light function, and the second one is it is the auditory reflexes. Means it control the sounds. Okay. Let's revise it. Midbrain. Midbrain is the smaller part of the brain. Next, it having the fibrous tract which connect the hindbrain to the forebrain. Next, it have the foreswollen region which control the movement of the head and the neck. Next, it is the sight reflexes and auditory reflexes. Sight reflexes means it cover the light and also the sound. Next, we have the hindbrain. Hindbrain is the third part of the brain, and third and the last part of the brain. And it have the three regions. First one is cerebellum, second one is pons, and third one is medulla oblongata. For here, I write the short only, which is the medulla. Next, we have to study about the cerebellum. What is cerebellum? What is the characteristics of cerebellum? And what is the function of cerebellum? So, the first point is, it is the largest part of the hindbrain and second largest part of the brain. So, student, can you tell me which is the first largest part of the brain? Forebrain. Okay. The first largest part of the hindbrain and second largest part of the brain. Next characteristic of cerebellum is it connected by three pairs of fibrous tract. It connected by three pairs of fibrous tract to the brain stem. Then what is the brain stem? Let's move here. Brain stem consists the medulla, pons and the midbrain. Then what is brain stem? The medulla, pons and midbrain collectively together called the brain stem. So here we can clear that it connected by three pairs of fibrous tract to the brain stem. Last, the function of the cerebellum is it to regulate the muscles coordination. It regulates the muscle coordination and maintain equilibrium and posture. Clear? The function of cerebellum is to regulate muscle coordination and maintain equilibrium and posture. Next we have pons. Then what is the characteristics of the pons? It is a meat part of the brain stem. What is brain stem? Collection of medulla, pons and the midbrain. Pons. It is the meat part of the brain stem. It consists nerve tissue which lies attached to the medulla. It consists the nerve tissue which lies attached to the medulla. Means it is the upper part of the medulla. It lies up to the medulla. Next, it connects cerebellum, medulla and cerebrum. It connects cerebellum, medulla and cerebrum. What is the function of the pons? The function of the pons is to receive cranial nerves. What is the cranial nerves? The nerves arises from the brain. Okay, it receives cranial nerves. The nerves arises from the brain and soft motor and sensory nerve. Soft motor and sensory nerve. And second function is it contains the respiratory center. It contains the medulla. What is the characteristic of the medulla? It present below the cerebellum and continues spinal cord. Means it is below the cerebellum. Okay, it is below the cerebellum, and when we go down to the medulla, it continue to the spinal cord. The next characteristic of the medulla is it is upward continuation of the spinal cord. Means as we go upper to the spinal cord, we found the medulla. Next, it is lowest part of the brain stem, BS. What is the means of the BS? Brain stem. And what is the brain stem? Medulla, pons and the midbrain. Clear? What is the function of the medulla? It is cardiac center, means it controls the activity of the heart. Next, it is vasometer center. What is the vasometer center? It regulates the blood flow in our body. Next, it is reflexes center. Reflexes center means it controls the reflex action length. There are limited reflex action controlled by the medulla. in which the sneezing, coughing, peristalsis and swallowing. And also it is the respiratory center. It is also helpful in the respiration. So students, now me